everyone. We've got a little mini series going about keeping your immune system functioning optimally. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about stress. And that's a really important component because stress is a depressor to our immune system and our immune response. And with a lot that is going on right now, that provides a whole extra layer of stress in addition to what we might have already had in our everyday lives. So I want to teach you one relatively simple thing that you can do to help to reduce the amount of stress that your body is experiencing. And that has to do with the way that we breathe and doing some deep breathing exercises. And so for some who haven't done this before, it can seem a little daunting, but I'm going to show you a couple that are really quite easy to learn and just give you a couple things that you want to be looking for when you're doing these types of things. So for starters, when we're doing deep breathing, we want to really focus on two main things. One is that we're trying to breathe through our nose because nasal breathing has different characteristics as far as how it affects our body and our physiology than when we're mouth breathing. We also want to make sure that our breath is going all the way down to our belly or our abdomen and not just staying shallow in our chest. So the first exercise that you can do is just simply to focus on that process. I think it works really well to lie down on your back and even place one hand on your sternum and put one on your belly, and then you can feel where your breath is going. So you can lie down, you can close your eyes, and then take a nice slow breath. Even focus on counting will help you to slow it down. So give yourself a good 5 counts in and a good 5 counts out. And try to feel that breath come all the way down to your belly hand, and try to hopefully feel that your hand that's up at your sternum is staying relatively still. Again, we want to try to inhale and exhale through the nose if you can. That would be ideal. And this is a great exercise because you can spend as much or as little time as you want in this position. If you can get to the point where you maybe do a couple minutes at a time and do that several times a day, that's just going to compound the benefits. So maybe you do 2 minutes, 5 minutes, even 10 minutes at a time. Do it when you wake up in the morning or on your lunch break or in the evening before bed. It's a great little routine to get into, and you're just simply refocusing your concentration on your breath, making sure that we're not shallow breathing, we're getting a nice deep abdominal breath, and just slowing that process down. The second one is called 4-7-8, and I like this one as well because it's pretty quick. It's pretty easy, and I've used it with kids of different ages. And so these different techniques can be very useful for stress, but also some people who suffer from depression or anxiety or have trouble falling asleep or different types of anger episodes can really find that they do well with these types of breathing exercises when you do them regularly and do them consistently. Obviously, this isn't necessarily a replacement for your other medical care that you have. It's just something that you can hopefully try to be a positive addition in your lifestyle. So getting back to 4-7-8, what the numbers mean is that you're going to give yourself a 4 count for your inhale, a 7 count that you hold, and an 8 count for your exhale. So this is going to be a very controlled breathing process. And for some people, it can be difficult at first to get that ratio down. So you're going to breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. And then you're going to hold for 7, and you do it all on your own count. And then when you exhale for 8, you're actually going to breathe out through your mouth, making kind of a whooshing sound. So you are really pushing that air out. A lot of people will run out of breath before they get to the 8, and it can take a little practice to really fill the lungs deeply on that 4 count. So if you're having trouble with the ratios, what you want to do is just cut them all in half. Don't just cut one of them short. Just do 2, 3.5, and 4, and build up to where you can do the 4, 7, and 8. Now, like I said, this one is great because it's short and sweet. You only have to do it 4 times and twice a day. So you can get up in the morning, do your 4, 7, 8 4 times. Before bed, do your 4, 7, 8 4 times. Like I said, kids who have trouble falling asleep, adults as well. Dr. Weil, who's a medical doctor, claims that you can fall asleep in a minute when you do this before bed. So go ahead and give it a try. Even if it just takes you a couple minutes to fall asleep, it's well worth it because it's very easy to do and obviously has no side effects or negative issues there. The third one I'd like to tell you is sort of a yoga breathing technique, and that is an alternating nostril breathing process. So what you're going to do is you're going to be nasal breathing again, both your inhale and your exhale, but only one side at a time. And so it works well to place 2 fingers between the eyebrows, and then you can use your thumb and your ring finger to block the nostrils. So when you get in this position, start out by just taking 1 deep breath through your nose and out through your nose. And then you're going to take your ring finger, block that nostril, inhale through the other side, nice and slow. Pinch them both just for 1 second, and then release the opposite side for your exhale. Then you'll start on that side. Inhale through that side. Nice and slow, make sure your breath goes down to your belly, and then block for a second on both sides, and exhale through the opposite side. So you can go through that process maybe 5 to 10 times. You only have to do it once a day. Again, it has a lot of great benefits for reducing stress, helping you cope with the different things that come at you in a day. I just think this would be a really great addition as we go into so many unknowns with our school schedule and our kids' schedule and our work schedule and the cooler months and trying to keep our immune system strong. This is a great addition for the whole family. If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave those here. I'd be happy to answer those. But I found this to be a great addition for myself and my family and for the patients of mine who have been using this as well. So I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.